thought you were gonna keep doing that. Hey guys, it's Jessa and welcome back to my channel. So today I got my little sister in. Why are you laughing?
I'm sorry.
Why are you laughing?
It's fine.
So today I have my little sister Angie and I'm going to do the 20
question tag.
Thank you. We are going to do the 20 question tag and I was tagged by Sydney. First question, how many books are too many for a series?
I think like,
You have to speak up.
no, I don't know, probably like 15.
15?
Depending
Why?
on how big the book is.
Okay.
Because like you really want to read any more than 17 books in a series.
For me, I think it depends. If it's the same story drawn out over a bunch of books, I think I'd say no more than 4 or 5, which still seems a little excessive. But if it's within the same world, but we're following different characters within that world, I'd say go on as long as you want, I guess. How do you feel about cliffhangers?
I hate them.
Why?
Because my 5th grade teacher, we were reading a good book in class and she used to always do the cliffhangers and you'd just be so eager to read the next part that you just went to her desk and stole it and hid in the bathroom and read it.
I feel like the correct answer is I hate cliffhangers, but that's if it's at the end of a series and it's left open-ended. But like if it's in the middle of a series and I know another book is coming, then I'm like, yes, give me the cliffhangers, leave me wanting more.
That's stupid.
I don't think it's stupid. I like it.
I don't.
Would you prefer a hardcover or a paperback?
I would prefer a hardcover.
Why?
Because I rip things too easily. Every single time I get a new book, there's always ripping it whether it's mine or not.
For me, I think it depends on the cover because I'm good for buying covers based off like the illustrations on them instead of whether it's a paperback or a hardcover. So it just depends for me, but I'm also most likely to get both if I like the author or not, or it's one of my favorite books, then I'll get more than one copy. Okay, what's your favorite book? Even though I know you're not much of a reader, but
I think my favorite book would probably have to be, I don't remember what it's called. I think it was like, I don't remember the name of it, but it was about this girl that didn't have any arms and she was a crazy go-getter.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't remember what the name is, but I read it in 5th grade with the class, so I don't know.
I feel like I say this a lot, but I don't have a favorite book because there's way too many that I would not be able to pick just one book.
Well, you
pick a favorite. But I can't though. I would say Children of Blood and Bone, but I feel like that's definitely not surprising that I would say that. I'd also
say Uzumaki.
I haven't read Uzumaki yet. I think I'd also say You Deserve Each Other. That was so good. Cruel Prince, I really liked that one as well. There's just so many.
Frankly in Love, Heartstopper, Bloom, the Saga series.
Vanessa, they said book, not books.
I know, but like when you ask me to pick just one, I can't because there's options.
Well, it said book, not books.
Next
question.
Okay.
Next question.
Your least favorite book. I already know what mine is.
I think my least favorite book will be almost all books in general because I just don't like reading, but some of them are good. I think my least favorite book will be Took because it was interesting when I was a little younger, but now it's boring because
That's like so hurtful to say to a book lover.
hey, it's my opinion.
It is your opinion, but it's still so hurtful to hear.
Hey, I don't have time to read. I have a life.
I have a life too.
Outside of reading. I haven't done my reading for my school yet.
So I have a book already. I actually have 2 books and they're still here on my shelf and I need to get rid of them. But the first one, Want to Go Private. Now, As you can see, I tapped the heck out of this book, and I couldn't deal with it. It was just too much. No, can't do it. And then the next one is The Last to Die. I don't know, I'll probably wind up rereading this because I never finished it. I DNF'd it like 30 pages in. So I don't know, I might try giving it a try again, but we'll see. How do you feel about love triangles? Yay or no?
Based on what people said it as in 5th grade, no.
Why?
Because it just seems so cringy. Unless it's kid love, then yes. If it's teenager, adult, preteen, elders, no. Because their type of love is just disgusting.
I'm gonna say it also depends. Sometimes I'm like, yes, give me all the messy drama. But then I'm also like, we already know who's gonna win. It's never the second guy. It's always the first guy that the main character's been with, who always winds up winning in the end. What's the most recent book that you couldn't finish?
There is so many I started but never finished.
Okay, name one.
The book you got me.
What book was that?
I think it was like The Descendant of...
I don't remember getting you... What?
That book is about Frankenstein.
Oh, The Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein?
Yeah, and then there's Dark Diaries, and then there's Ghost, and then there's Drama, and then there's Sisters.
You haven't finished any of them?
Nope, and then there's Smile, a lot of comic books. I just don't finish reading books. You can get me to read one, I'll switch to a different one. It'll never be finished.
Oh, this book I also have on my shelf. And that is Eclipse by Miss Stephanie Meyer. I started this book. I told myself I was gonna finish, push through, read this, and then Breaking Dawn so that I could read Midnight Sun, but I just could not get through it. Edward, I can't stand him in this book. Bella, she's the most annoying person ever. And Jacob, like, he's an idiot. He truly is.
If it makes you feel any better, we read a Harry Potter book that was like this big, and it took us like
Listen, we don't speak that name on this channel.
I'm sorry, I'm just pointing out the fact that just reminds me of Harry Potter.
No.
Yes.
No. We don't speak that name here. Okay. What's a book you're currently reading?
Literally all the books I just said in the previous
Okay, but like what's one you're like actively reading right now?
The Descendant of Elizabeth Frankenstein. I think that's what the name of the book was.
So right now I'm actually reading An Ember in the Ashes. Really loving that book, enjoying it. So good. Stop doing that. Why are you copying me? And then I'm also reading Children of Virtue and Vengeance. What's the last book you recommended to someone?
I don't recommend books to people. If I can't even finish them, why would I recommend it to an actual other person to read?
Well, the last book I recommended was actually to my mom, and it is The Boyfriend Project, but that was like 2 weeks ago, and she still hasn't read it. Ooh, you're probably not even gonna have an answer for this one, but it's the oldest book you've read by publication date.
What is publication?
Like when it was released.
I don't get books when they first release, no offense.
No, not when they first released, but you've read a book that's been released. Why am I describing this wrong?
Like a series?
It's like, yeah, like you don't necessarily have to have read it when it first came out, but like you've read the book.
It's like a series?
No, it's just a book that you've read that's been published a while ago.
Oh, it's easy. Smile.
And I think mine might be one of these Honora Roberts. Let's take a good old, oh, that's not even a page. I'm moving as quickly as I can.
You don't look like it.
I know, okay. So the oldest book that I'm finding on my shelf is 2011. I'm pretty sure that I've read a book older than that and I just cannot think of it. Yeah, if I wind up finding it, I'll put the picture right here.
Sorry, I just had to.
You're fine. What's the newest book you've read by publication date?
None.
I know which one. Well, I don't know which one it is.
Don't even ask me. I have too many books.
A Song of Wraiths and Ruin by Roseanne A. Brown. I read this for the Krusty Book Club as well as Aaron's Royal Readathon. Yeah, really love this book. I don't want to go.
That was loud.
Who would you say is your favorite author?
Mary Downingham.
Who?
It's Mary Downing something. I don't know.
Okay, what does she write?
Horror books.
What kind of horror books? Like, what's the name of one of her books?
Took.
It's what?
Took.
Speak up.
I said took.
Okay.
She writes a lot of horror books. Like, she wrote one about this girl that was locked in her attic for her whole life.
Mm-hmm.
And she's, like, never been out. She, like, she gets stalked there a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, she writes horror books. I like horror books.
Okay. Alice Oseman, Tomi Adeyemi, Holly Black. It's leaving my brain, but like I know I have other ones. Brian Vaughn, because he wrote Saga and I'm in love with Saga. David Yoon, Love Frankly in Love. Really looking forward to Super Fake Song. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, but I'm probably wrong. I really also who wrote look and see who wrote the Kiss Quotient. Helen Wong. I'm pretty sure I just said her name wrong, but love Kiss Quotient, love The Bride Test, so good. Emily Henry, because she wrote The Beach Read and I really loved that book. I do also like Karen and McManus. Sabati here. She's becoming a new favorite of mine. And I realized they just said one and I gave you like 15,000.
Because your name's Janessa, that's why.
Would you rather buy or borrow a book?
Well, I would borrow one because you remember all the books you bought me at the book fair that one year?
Yes.
I still haven't read not a single one of them.
That was like a couple years ago.
I know, but it was a waste of money. I read the title of them and I read like 3 pages, never read it again because don't come at me with reading. I'll do anything but that.
I'll say, why not both? Like, I love going to the library.
No, it's one or the other.
It can't be one or the other. Like, I feel like I should be able to pick both on this one.
No.
Yeah, because
Do you want to spend money or get it from someone else?
Listen. I don't, like, I'm always going to my local library, but I'm also always buying books. So, both. I'm saying both.
Do one or the other.
It's not one or the other. I'm saying both. Buying and borrowing books.
Next question.
It's a book you dislike that everyone loves.
Let me think. I already know which one this is. I don't know if a lot of people like it though, but it's I don't know what it's called, the Hunger Games series.
You don't like the Hunger Games?
No, I don't like the movie or the books. No.
So I haven't even read Hunger Games yet, so I can't like hate on you for being like, I don't like the Hunger Games,
I
so.
don't even like the movie. It's like a bedtime story for me.
I don't really have an answer for this one. I can't think of a book off the top of my head that I hate that everyone is loved.
Oh my gosh, you hate little kitty books.
No, I wouldn't even say that.
Green eggs and ham?
Okay, next question. Bookmarks or dog ear? Would you rather put a bookmark in your book or just fold the corner of the page down?
Probably a bookmark because I don't really like ruining books like that. But then again, when I can't find a bookmark or I don't feel like getting up to get one, I'll just fold it.
I'm that person where I have to have a bookmark because I like my books looking crisp, like crisp, you know?
We're not talking about bacon or money.
My
book's looking like crisp.
Don't do that. Can you listen to music while you're reading?
Yeah, no, I can't. You know, I get distracted easily. Like
Very easily.
The smallest things distract me. And if I'm listening to music, I'll be too busy singing, dancing, and vibing, and I'll forget I'm even reading.
I listen to music while I'm reading.
Oh, I know. I heard you the other day.
What was I listening to?
Listening to BTS.
I was listening to BTS. I feel like if it's like mellowed out music, like lo-fi, I really like listening to while I'm reading. Or Sam Smith, I listen to a lot of him while I'm reading too.
I forgot about him.
Justin Bieber's new song, Holy, has been on repeat every single day.
I like it.
Do you care if a book has one POV or multiple?
I could care less about those. There's too many of those on TikTok. We have to do those in school.
Of course she brings up TikTok.
I know. We have to do too many of those in schools. I'm just over POVs. No one cares about your point of view. You can keep your point of view in your head.
I like multiple point of views. But I feel like it also depends on what the story calls for.
I don't care about people's point of views. No one asked and no one cares. That's how I feel.
I like them. I like multiple. I like singular. It just depends on the book for me. Why are you so far?
Because I do this in my videos
I
too,
do
and in
it in my
FaceTime. I hate showing my face.
Do you read a book in one sitting or multiple days? I feel like it's not even multiple days for you. It's like years to read one book.
It takes me over like 45 minutes to an hour to even finish a page.
Which it just doesn't make sense.
I'm sorry, you know, I get distracted easily, I fidget too much, I'm unfocused. So yeah, it takes me about like, I'll say 15 years. There's still books I'm trying to finish from 4th grade.
That's smart.
And I'm in 6th.
So we have reached the end of this video where
answer the
I
question.
decide who I'm going to tag. Who's the first person you think I should tag?
Probably one of your famous.
Do you think I should? Sydney?
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but
You do too know who Sydney is.
I don't do
My
YouTube,
girl,
Instagram.
Sydney. I'm always on the phone with her.
Oh, I thought you meant the other one.
No. So I'm going to tag Sydney. Also going to tag, once again, Bailey from Is Bailey Reading. Martine from Just Martine. Stasia from Reader C.
One of your friends.
Well, I don't really have many bookish friends.
I know.
So that is going to do it for today's video. If you made it all the way to the end, what kind of emoji should they leave?
Leave one of the swirly heart emoji thingy.
Okay, you heard her.
Pink heart.
Leave the pink swirly heart emoji. I really hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
You went away.